The movie starts where Heather Mason, Sharon, is trapped in a nightmare fleeing from faceless men in a sinister fairground. Desperate to escape, she hides on a carousel, only to find Pyramid Head chained to its center, peddling a grotesque contraption that keeps the ride spinning. The faceless men close in, their eerie presence suffocating. Strapped to the carousel like living horses, tortured souls scream at Heather. Suddenly, Alessa appears, warning her that she cannot be defeated and urging Heather not to return to Silent Hill. As flames engulf Heather, her screams pierce the night. She jolts awake, another nightmare. Her father, Harry, Christopher, reassures her that once they settle into their new home, her dreams will subside. But he makes her promise, never go to Silent Hill. Before the morning light can offer comfort, horror strikes again. A creature from Silent Hill ambushes Harry, killing him. Heather screams and wakes up once more. This time for real. At breakfast, Heather sketches her nightmares in her notebook. It's clear that she and her father have spent years on the run, changing names, locations, even appearances. As a birthday surprise, Harry gifts her a white vest she had admired at the mall. She wears it as she leaves for her first day at a new school, following strict rules. Go to class and come straight home. Alone at home, Harry examines Heather's drawings, carefully storing them in a wooden box, marked with a strange symbol. A flashback reveals the truth. He once spoke to Rose, Heather's mother, through a portal. Rose, trapped in Silent Hill, found a way to send their daughter back to the real world, warning Harry that the town would eventually come for her. Heather, then known as Sharon, had no memory of her past. Harry lied, telling her her mother had died in an accident. On her way to school, Heather encounters a homeless man. His face vanishes for a split second, sending her stumbling backward. A car nearly hits her. A strange man apologizes, claiming he recognizes her, but Heather brushes him off. At school, she makes an impression with her blunt attitude, telling classmates not to bother learning her name since she won't remember them. Another new student, Vincent Cooper, introduces himself with a joke, intrigued by Heather's defiance. In the hallway, an eerie static overtakes the PA system. The school suddenly empties, the lights flicker, and ghostly chants of "Burn the Witch" echo through the air. Heather sees children in old-fashioned uniforms tormenting a girl in a classroom, a haunting vision from the past. When she steps away, the children's heads snap toward her. A voice whispers her true name, Sharon da Silva. The hallway transforms into a twisted Silent Hill nightmare, and a grotesque, armless creature advances toward her. Just as terror grips her, Vincent pulls her back to reality. After school, Heather bumps into Vincent again, but before she can process their encounter, she spots the same strange man waiting for her. She calls her father, anxious. They agree to meet at Happy Burger in the mall. Meanwhile, at home, something, or someone, tries to break in. "I love you," Harry says over the phone, his final words before being taken. At the mall, Heather watches a clown entertain a child named Heather. The scene is surreal, children laughing, balloons floating, until one reads, "Happy birthday, Alessa." The illusion shatters. The mall warps into a blood-soaked nightmare. The strange man corners her, calling her Sharon. He reveals himself as Douglas Cartland, hired by the Order of Valtiel to find her. Heather, believing they're still on the run from the police, doesn't trust him. But Douglas insists. Silent Hill wants her back. A monstrous figure with a blade-like arm attacks. Douglas loses fingers in the struggle. They flee into a lift, but the creature jumps onto it. Douglas is taken. Heather stumbles into a janitor's closet, momentarily safe, before emerging into chaos. Police swarm the mall, removing Douglas's mutilated body. A detective holds up a blood-stained coat, evidence that will lead them to the suspect, Heather. Vincent finds her. Shivering, she takes his coat. When she finally returns home, Harry is gone. On the wall, a message is scrawled in blood, "Come to Silent Hill." The police are knocking. Heather is now a murder suspect. Digging through her father's hidden writings, she learns the truth. Silent Hill's Order of Valtiel has been searching for a child to serve as a vessel for their god. The town was built over an ancient burial ground, a prison colony where the British executed criminals. Centuries later, a catastrophic underground fire left it abandoned, yet its dark influence remains. With nowhere to turn, Heather and Vincent leave, pursued by the authorities. They drive to a desolate motel. Heather dreams of darkness consuming Silent Hill. When she wakes, Vincent confesses a chilling truth. He was sent by the Order to bring her back. He reveals the painful scars of his initiation, carvings of the Order's symbol on his flesh. Heather is the innocent half of Alessa. To truly kill Alessa, she must be made whole again. Vincent warns that his mother, Claudia Wolf, holds her father captive in Silent Hill's sanctuary. Darkness looms. Lights flicker. The walls bleed. A monstrous force seizes Vincent, but leaves Heather untouched. She must enter Silent Hill willingly. The nightmare recedes, and she awakens in Silent Hill's fog-drenched streets. Through the ashes, wary eyes watch her. Church bells toll. In the distance, Vincent is bound to a stake, a sign around his neck branding him a traitor. Dahlia, Alessa's mother, appears, warning Heather that she will be used. But Heather already knows. Dahlia, deceived into believing her daughter was special, had allowed the townspeople to burn her. Alessa, consumed by rage, survived and exacted her revenge, placing the good part of her soul into a newborn, Sharon. Now Heather understands. She isn't just running from Silent Hill. She is Silent Hill's missing piece, and they will stop at nothing to reclaim her. No, darkness falls, and the world seems to shift. Everything feels like it's being pulled upward. Heather runs. Inside is safer. Or so she thinks. The room is littered with broken dummies, but one is different. It's alive. A young girl trapped in a terrifying transformation. Another girl, Rachel Sellen, is on the brink of the same fate. Heather manages to free her just as she warns that the monster is coming. A massive spider, stitched together from discarded dummy parts, approaches. It snatches the head of a newly transformed doll, absorbing it into itself. The head comes alive, screaming. The creature hunts them down, the exit locked. It takes the other girl, lost to the woods, while Heather barely escapes. Meanwhile, Claudia taunts Vincent, claiming darkness has already consumed him. But Vincent counters. Claudia's own darkness gave birth to Alessa. Nearby, Harry is bound to a faceless, grotesque sculpture. Claudia gloats about Vincent's madness, believing she will succeed where her sister Christabella failed. Vincent is dragged away to the asylum as Harry awakens to his grim reality. Heather tracks down the asylum, following Leonard's medical records to room 12. She retrieves the key, but before she can reach him, a monstrous figure lunges at her. She kills it. Inside the room, Leonard lurks in the shadows, chained by none other than his daughter, Claudia. His eyes are sightless, his form grotesque, a monster in progress. He mocks Vincent's cries and claims to know the truth. When Heather places the amulet in his hand, he recognizes its power. It was once used to smuggle a child out of Silent Hill. But the other half? Hidden within him. Without warning, Leonard plunges the amulet into himself, fusing the two pieces together. Now able to see, he turns on Heather, but she shoots him down. His monstrous form crumbles to dust, leaving Heather with the complete amulet once more. Deeper inside, imprisoned men reach for her as a blade-armed monster cuts them down. Heather scrambles through a passage, leading into a nightmarish torture chamber. Blind nurses wielding clubs, axes, and butcher knives stand motionless until they hear a sound. They kill two nurses who brought Vincent here. He is trapped, unable to move without drawing their attention. Heather arrives. Vincent warns her. Harry is beneath the fairground, in the sanctuary. He can help. She frees him, but the noise sends the nurses into a frenzy. Using a hospital bed as a shield, they push through. Heather is horrified by the idea of living like this. But Vincent only knows this world. Even now, he tries to convince her to leave her father behind. The fairground springs to life. Soldiers of the Order, hidden behind gas masks to avoid the corrupt air, patrol the area. Vincent kisses Heather before luring them away. It's exactly like her nightmares. A soldier removes his mask and dies instantly. The merry-go-round begins to turn, its flames encircling Heather. Then Alessa appears, first a child, then a teenager. Pyramid Head stands watch as the carousel spins. Alessa coldly tells Heather that everyone in Silent Hill lives in their own personal nightmare. Heather defies her, but Alessa only smirks. They are already in hell. They fight, an eerie embrace as Alessa tries to consume her. But Heather refuses to hate her. Instead, she offers love. This is lock. Alessa crumbles to dust. The ride grinds to a halt. Heather wakes to an open door. Her father, still bound, waits beyond. But Claudia stands between them. She declares that darkness has tainted her sanctuary, and now Harry's blood will awaken the new god, born through Heather. Vincent watches helplessly, unable to interfere. Heather plays her final card, offering the amulet to Claudia, daring her to reveal her true nature. The moment Claudia touches it, her monstrous form emerges. She is no different from the other horrors Alessa has created. A battle erupts. Pyramid Head, the executioner of Silent Hill, takes on Claudia's nightmarish form. As the two titans clash, Heather and Vincent free Harry. In the end, Pyramid Head delivers the final blow, ending Claudia once and for all. The three escape, but Harry refuses to leave. He must find Rose. Heather has done her part, now it's his turn. He entrusts Vincent with Heather's safety before vanishing back into the fog. Heather and Vincent step onto an empty road. A truck approaches. The driver, Travis Grady, offers them a ride. As they finally leave Silent Hill behind, 3 police cars and a prison bus vanish into the fog, heading toward the cursed town.